On everybody, this is Jacob Viral. This video today I wasn't planning to do since I'm getting a new sub, but you know what, why not? Since I went ahead and upgraded power, as you guys saw in previous videos, gonna go ahead and do a burp. I haven't got everything fine-tuned yet. Wasn't gonna really do that until after I got the new sub, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and just test burp to see where my peak is, see what it goes on the meter on a 6K. So my gain is probably, I didn't even use a DD1 or gain match or anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and just keep my gain right where it is, and we'll see how it does. The single crescendo. So we'll see how it does, and hope you guys like this kind of stuff. Hit the like button if you haven't. Let me know what y'all think about it. And we're about to find out what it does on the meter with the new amp. There's no telling. I haven't done any testing with it. I pretty much do videos while I test. So why not? Let's just do it. I'm going to guess I only gain about a dB. But that's my guess, so I don't know. We will see. Make sure bass knob's turned all the way down. Got my meter on. I'll do a sweep just to see how it's doing on the peak score with the different amp. You never know, since this is the first time seeing how it's doing. It shouldn't change peaks because it's the box, but you never know. All right, so I'm gonna get my frequency sweep out. Head unit on 20. Have it on 20 like I do for all tests, 20 volume, and we'll see how it does. Find out the peak real quick. Alright, there we go. So I did 44 hertz, 123.5. Sorry, that was Jessica texting me. Alright, so my highest score I ever got before at volume 20 was a 120.5, so 3 dBs up. But that doesn't matter, I mean, because it's low volume, and the gain can go up and down and to see how much power you get. And I haven't tuned the amp yet, so. Alright, so now we'll find out how it does on a burp. It's peaking at 44 hertz still, as I knew. So now what I'll do is turn this down, bass knob all the way down. Make sure my volume I'm going to go up to, I'll roll into it, so I'll just turn this up to where I normally would. So I'll just do 44, 54 a minute, and reset this. Go ahead and do a 44 hertz. So we'll find out. I'm a little nervous. I don't think it's going to gain much. Yeah, I can hear the sub when I was turning that up. Didn't like it, but looked like it went up a little bit. Let me do one more roll into it. I got to be really easy. Being careful, but there you go. 48.1, 44 hertz. So it really didn't go up much. I'd say maybe about 3/4 of a dB with a little more power, and of course I'm babying it. I was playing on the way here, but honestly that sub is not liking the power it's getting. It's getting definitely more power now, and it's not really giving much more output. So that goes to show you that if you optimize your box space and you build your enclosure based on the power you're running, even if you upgrade power, does it really matter? Is it going to actually give you a difference in output? I mean, on music and burp, I might see a half a dB gain with the extra power, but then I have to be careful with knowing my limits. But there you go. A little embarrassing, to be honest, where I didn't get very much higher on the decibel level out of the amp, but I'm happy with the amp. I know I'm not clipping or getting anywhere near clipping on that. I could tell it kept getting a little bit more pressure on that subwoofer, but there you go. All right, hope you guys like it. Don't want to blow the sub. And of course, I always baby everything I have. Sub's still pretty much brand new, the way I take care of it. Don't even hardly play it, besides videos and tests for fun. So, there's your video. 48s on glass. And that's with extra power, so I didn't get a 50 out of this single 10, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting more with the sub, but the sub isn't handling that power very well, since it is rated at 1750, and I guarantee I was seeing at least 3 to 3,500 watts on that sub. When I started hearing that unloading sound, and that's at peak, so I know that that sub can't really take too much more. But anyway, I could have burped a little louder, but I'm not blowing the sub. Excuse me. And I don't want to blow anything today, and it's just for entertainment for you guys. So I probably could have got a 49 or 50 if I would have went to clip in or blow something or literally go over the limits. But that's the thing with cardio. You never want to go over the limits. Always go to a point to where you start hearing something. You're hearing a little cranking sound or a loud distortion sound. Like I literally heard the subwoofer coil. If you look in here, there's a certain limit where you're, well, I smell the sub, but there's a certain limit where the sub can't go any farther then, and that's pretty much where I hit that limit. So it's a 2.5 inch coil, so that means I literally probably hit that 2.5 inch limit for that extension. What's going to happen when I go to a 4 inch coil is I'm going to be able to go a lot farther for my X-Max. So instead of going like 20 millimeter X-Max, I'll be able to go to 33 millimeter X-Max one way. That'll give me more cone control, better pressure. That's also going to give me more room to travel, to extend my waves. So going from a 48 to, I say, a 52, 53, I think is possible, but we will see. But definitely I can smell it now. Oh, that sub has definitely took that, didn't like that, so hopefully I didn't blow nothing. Let me go ahead and turn this off, make sure everything's off, and I'll go check with you guys on video, why not? Normally take this stuff off video, but you know what, why not? So you guys can kind of see behind the scenes. So what I'm about to do now is grab my meter, and I'm going to go in and find out how the coil reads with the speaker, the system off. So anytime you check your coil, well, pretty much what your ohm is of your speaker, you want to always have the vehicle off. Otherwise, it's going to affect your output or your reading, since you have resistance with the vehicle on. So let's find out what it is reading afterward. So this was all just a video for entertainment. I appreciate y'all watching. Go ahead and hit the like if you haven't. So 48 on glass is really nice though. It's pretty sweet to see that. Alright, so let me go ahead and put my positive and negative in there. Alright, so the coils are reading. There's always a little bit of variability, plus you got some wind out here, so 0.8, 0.8, 0.9, 0.7. So yep, it still has both coils fine. I get anywhere from 0.6 to 1.1. Depending on temperature, any pressure, if the cone's slightly moving from air or wind, whatever. But my coils are still good. If one of my coils would have been bad, the way I would have known was go in there. When I read, if it would have said like 1.8 or I don't know, 2.3 or something, anything over like 1.3 would have sorry, it's a little loud. 1 second. Anything over 1.3 would have rose a red flag to say, oh gosh, I might have popped one of the coils, but you would have known that with the demo anyway. But anyway, I probably plan on getting rid of this sub, I'm sure, or do some experimental videos with the subwoofer when I take it out. Once I get the other sub, it's going to take a couple weeks because it's custom built. It ain't something that they're just delivering, since it's custom to what I asked for. And of course, you'll see when it comes. So, but that's the video. Sorry for the long video, but you know, some of you guys like the comments, and also get to see the real feedback of, hey, everything I do. So, but yep, got my inputs in. I'm going to be able to clean this up once I get the box out, loading wall out, and put the new sub in. Be able to make sure my wiring's up to par all the way through instead of just splitters, since I didn't have enough wire. It's so rigged up, but it works. It's not pretty, but it works. It's one of my sayings. So, all right, I'm happy with the amp. We'll find out. I'm definitely not going to do another video with me burping a meter score. So that just shows to show you that 48s on glass, probably 49s if I really pushed it, I could get out of this single 10 in here. So I definitely didn't get a 50 out of it on the glass, but it could be 50s in the kick. But you know what? It's still musical. I can still play the lows and the highs, and it's good bandwidth range. So I'm happy with it. All right, so I'll stop talking. I'll leave you all alone, and I'll see you all in the next video. This is Jacob Vial out. Stay tuned for more.